Explorers, welcome back. So, I promised you guys a 2024 planner walkthrough. Originally, I planned on doing, like, setting it up with you guys, but there's a couple of tweaks that I want to make to it. I'm still waiting on a couple of things for it, so I'm not going to do that. And it's not going to be a complete walkthrough. Basically, this is going to be, like, budget my first paycheck in my new planner instead. So you'll get to see how the planner is set up and laid out so far, but this is more a budget video. So here we go. So these are my new custom stickers. Give me 1 second. I need to fix this. These are my new custom stickers from Casey Lee on Etsy. They're travel themed. I think when I have her, something I'm going to have her change is, I'm going to have her change them from purple to pink so that they go with, you know, my theme of everything. But starting off, we've got paycheck week 1. Anything that says paycheck and a week number is going to be for my husband's paycheck. So originally I had her put source here so that I could write if it was my husband's paycheck or if it was a collab paycheck. But I ended up having her do a completely different layout for collab, so that's not really necessary anymore, but that's okay. So we're going to put here that it is under source, it's the second half of the paycheck. So I'm just putting second half. This is something I've always done so that I know if that's a paycheck I'm waiting to hit the bank account or if that's a paycheck I've already pulled the funds and may just need to make some adjustments too. Income, the amount is $12.95. So normally, the reason there's an income and a total here is because if it's on the first week of the paycheck, I put the total amount that's coming in and then how much we actually have for the week. But since this is the second half, it's going to be the same for both. Expenses would be any bills that I pay prior to cash stuffing. Since this is the second week of the paycheck, I've already done those bills. I do that before I budget the first week. So there won't be anything going into this area. So then we come down here and any bills that I pay out of what I cash stuff. So basically any bills that I cash stuff for go in here. So this area, expenses, would be bills that I pay prior to cash stuffing. These are bills that I cash stuff for. And then the due date so that I know when I need to have that money by and everything else. And I really love this setup. So the first one is mortgage. Mortgage is due on the 15th. So we'll put due date of 1/15. The bill is going to be mortgage. And something I'm going to change is where she has these lines here. I need to get a ruler because my current ruler is bent. It's a giant Cricut ruler and it's bent. So I need to get a ruler and I'm basically going to extend these lines. That's where I had her put the lines to separate for me. I just don't have a ruler to do it right now. The goal amount, so in order to fully fund mortgage, we need $2302.24. We are budgeting $550 from this paycheck, which means we will have $1,100 towards it so far. So that's how I had her do this. The goal is going to be the amount that I need to pay the bill. Budget is how much I'm allocating from this cash stuffing to it, and then total is how much I have saved up towards that goal. So I hope that makes sense. Next is trash, and trash is due on 2/20. That's going to be trash. The goal amount for trash is $55. We are going to allocate $5 to it. So for trash, we will have 10, 20, 30, 45 plus the 5. So we will have 50 saved up for trash. So then we have HOA next. HOA is due, let me think, because it was due January, so then February, March, April? Is April when the next one's due? I think April 1st. So April 1st, and that is HOA, which if you're new here, HOA is my homeowners association fee. The goal is $150. And we allocate $13 a week to that. So for that we will have, we currently have 26, so plus 13 would be 39. Next is Progressive. That will be due February 10th. The goal amount is $138. We're allocating $35, so we will have $70, excuse me, towards Progressive after that is done. Next is Ford. The goal amount is $459.77. We are not budgeting anything towards it, and we don't have anything. I just paid that. So that will get paid out of the next one. And then last, there's no due date, but this is my HOA fine. We have no goal amount, but we allocate $25, and that gives us 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83. I'm gonna say $25 because I'm hoping to pay this $300 right after the new year when the office reopens. So this money won't be in here. So now what we do is we take that $12.95 that we started with, and actually let's add all this up first. So the total for everything, we're just totaling up what is budgeted, which is the $550 plus the 5 plus 13 plus 35 plus 25. So our total that we're budgeting is $628. We need to subtract that from the $12.95 that we have to cash stuff, which leaves us with $667. So now we can move over to cash envelopes, which is also in this binder. I love that. So my first cash envelope, we have here envelope and then how much we're budgeting. I don't keep track of the total that's in there because this is money that gets spent every week. So the first envelope is grocery. We're going to budget $200. Next is going to be gas. And we're going to budget $50. Next is takeout. Since we're not doing any takeout for the month of January, we're going to do, I'm going to write this as no takeout and / water because that's a challenge. I'm putting it under cash envelope since that's kind of what it goes to. And so for the no takeout challenge, I am allocating $70 because there is 7 days in the week, obviously. And then for the water challenge, I'm going to allocate $20. And then for my husband's challenge of no beer, he has 3 days, 3 streaming days on that week. So we're going to allocate $15 for that. So now we need to add this up. 200 plus 70, 200 plus 50 for gas, plus 70 for the no takeout, plus 20 for water, plus 15 for no beer. That's $355. And we need to subtract that from what we had left, which was $667. So we have $312 left to work with. So now we're done with this binder, and we're going to move on to challenges. And I don't plan all of my challenges, but I do like to plan some of them. So, just to make sure that I have the money that I need for them. So let me see here. Gave myself kind of a rough draft over here of how I wanted to do this. So first thing I'm going to write the challenge down, and this is going to be the 52-week challenge. What binder is this in? It's in the mini binder. How much? $53. And so the way I decided to do this one, because this is how I normally do it, so we have $312 left up here. I'm going to subtract that 53 from here, which means after budgeting for this one, where this says remaining, we're going to put 259 because that's what we have left to cash stuff. With challenges, I like to do it after each challenge so that I can see where I want to make changes. So after that, I need to make sure that I set aside Uno. And that is in, I guess it's not really Uno, I need to rephrase that, but that's in the True Crime binder. And I do $25 a week for that. So $259 minus the $25 we just spent on Uno is $234. I need to put up $25 for Christmas. I don't have space to write Christmas completely. But the challenge is the Christmas cash stuffing. The binder is the Christmas binder. I do $25 a week into that. So we need to take 25, and we now have 209 left. Okay. Next is the January monthly. So challenge, we're going to put monthly. And if you're confused on which challenge that is this one. We are going to save $24. We'll put that this is in the challenge binder. And we're saving $24 for that. Minus 24 is $185. Okay. Let's see. What else do I want to make sure that we do? Some of these, like I said, I will not budget for every single one. Some of them are scratch-offs, some of them are pulling cards, some of them are games. These are just things I want to make sure that I put money away for. So I want to make sure that we do the road trip. And for road trip, I'm going to do the smallest amount. So let's see, what's available on road trip? Let's do Nebraska. So we're going to put Nebraska in there. And that is under games. And that's $28. So we have $157 left. Oh, can't get the road trip back in there. Okay, and then the wheel, I want to make sure that I get, that is also in games. We're going to budget $10 for that, so minus 10, we have $147 left. And then the kids, I think that's going to be the last one that I actually budget for. The rest will just be, who knows? And the kids is so that I make sure I have the $2 bills that I need. So for kids, we're doing this one from Liz and Les. So let's go ahead and do a $6 star. And that is in challenges. And that's $6. So $141. So now the rest, this 141 that's left, now I know that's kind of what I have to work with on all of my other challenges. But these are challenges that I want to make sure I budget for. I will actually write in the other challenges. That way, as I stuff them, I can put in here what I ended up. Because I think that's something I kind of want to do this year is keep track of some of these. For example, the Save 2024 one. I don't know. Maybe I don't want to do that. We'll see. But that is in challenges. Again, I'm not going to budget it. But that makes sure that I put the money in that I want to put in for these ones. And then I can do what I want with the rest. And that is how I budget my paycheck. That is what my new binder is looking like. We have paycheck week 2, paycheck week 3, paycheck week 4, and then we have collab pay, and I will show you guys how I'm going to do a collab pay one when I get ready to do one of those, which I'm going to be doing a bunch of those. So we just have, those ones each have one page. This is for the month-end update for sinking funds. So we've got envelope, what binder it's in. I need to change this. So originally this was going to be so that I could budget out putting money into sinking funds, but since I use savings challenges for sinking funds, I don't need to do that. So I decided to change this to my month-end update page. So I'm going to have her adjust this strip right here, but it says envelope, binder. It's no longer going to say budget. I'll change that to like previous month. Yeah, I need to change this. So what I wanted to say is category, previous month, new, like the current month, the change, and maybe like the goal. I'll figure out what order I want them in, because I do want to have, I want to always be able to see at the end of each month when I'm doing those monthly updates, I want to see what my goal amount is so that I can, not only can I compare it to the previous month, but I can compare it to what my overall goal is for the year. So that I can see if I'm heading in the right direction and always be reminded of what my goal is. So just need to have this strip changed. And then same thing for savings. I have the category, the starting amount, how much it changed, the interest that it's accrued, because these are for the high yield savings, my goal amount, and how much we're at currently. So I'll probably use this same concept for sinking funds minus interest. And I have it for regular high yield savings and then for the travel high yield savings. That's why this is broken up. And then totals for everything. So yeah. There will be another page for transaction logs because I'm going to start keeping track of my transactions. I'm having her make that. There will be a page at the front that will have all of my bills listed out with the different months so that I can write in like how much each bill ended up being each month. And I can kind of see an overall year view of like where my bills increased. Maybe certain times of the year we use more gas than others. Certain times of the year we use more electricity, etc., water, whatever. So that will be at the front, either the front or the back of the binder, and then the transaction log, and yeah. I do have a ton more pages of the collab pay sheets, because obviously I never know if I'm gonna have, how many collab pays I'm gonna have, but this is what they look like before I put them in my planner. Another thing the planner is going to have is a monthly calendar, which I ordered that. I'm just waiting for that to arrive. And I just got the monthly planner off of Amazon. Just Google, or not Google, search on Amazon for A5. If you're using the same planner concept that I'm using, you're going to want to search A5 monthly planner. And then I'm getting stickers from Casey Lee for the monthly planner so that I can keep track of things on there. She sent these as freebies, so I'll put in everybody's birthday in my household, because those are really the only people that I purchased for. And then my niece, and then just some little notes. So that is it. And once I do my first like weekly budget update, pulling of funds type of video, you guys will get to see like the transaction log and all of the other pages. But this is what it looks like currently and so far, and that's how I'm going to be budgeting for this year. So I hope that's helpful, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!